Hello YouTube, Plays back once again for some more of our Minecraft adventure. I just wanted to start off with a quick update on where we've got to with the ginormous manor house. It's coming along pretty nicely at the moment. I've managed to get the roof pretty much all finished off. It's got the two big wooden roofs and it's got a cobble roof going across the middle. I went with cobble just because it differentiates a little bit more from the smooth stone bricks that we've used everywhere else. Gives it a little bit more texture, and I feel like the roof, if anything was going to be a bit damaged and cracked and weathered, that would be the roof, right? So that's going to be pretty much it for the outline. I still need to figure out exactly what I want to do when it comes to filling in these little bits here. I'm not 100% sure yet, so I still need to, I don't know, I need to play around with a few different things. I was thinking about having balconies, but I thought like that would look kind of weird. Then I thought about maybe having like balconies that don't come out, so it's just like a fence post along the top and a little room in there and then some blocks at the top. Who knows? I've got to figure out something cool for that, but it will look great whatever I do. And then of course we've also got to figure out exactly what we're doing with these pillars, because at the minute they're just pillars. They need to go somewhere, man. But look, just look at the scale of this thing. No matter how long I work on this, every time I come in here, I'm like, yeah, this is going to be fantastic. We can have like rooms everywhere upstairs. Oh, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be great. We can have like fireplaces. We can have features. It's going to be lovely. It's going to be lovely. But yeah, so that's where we've got to on here. It's taking me forever. Also, I don't know how much more material I've got left. Most of my stuff I've been logging up to here. I've still got quite a bit of the decoration-y type stone bricks, so the mossy and the cracked, but I don't know how much I want to use down this build. I will add some because it will just look too plain otherwise, but I don't want it to look too run down, so I might have to do a bit more mining. Yeesh, you guys know I hate doing that. But yeah, it's looking pretty good. So that's an update on that. Now, other changes, other beautiful changes. Since the block error was removed, the big mountain was TNT'd away from here. It took out a big chunk of the church graveyard, so I've now fixed that. The graveyard is all back to normal, all looking lovely, cute, adorable little graveyard. It looks better at night time when it's all dark and spooky. But yeah, how cool is this? All back in business, I guess. And the other thing that I've done as well, based on some recommendations I had, I think on Twitter, maybe Instagram, I can't remember. If you haven't got me on either of those things, it's just Plays Gaming on both. Simple enough, right? But yeah, this is the new and improved rundown derelicty type church. So I've added a load of vines, I've swapped out loads of the blocks for cracked stone and mossy stone, basically just taken my own advice and given it a bit more depth and character. And I'm pretty happy with how it's turned out, especially the tower over there. That looks really like overgrown. Like the vines are all sort of winding up and stuff. I like it. It's very cool. Yeah, so that's our update on builds that we'd already done so far. And now we must go to bed. Good night, everybody. Feels really weird to go to sleep after just starting an episode. I know. That's because I'm back to my old ways and starting an episode at the wrong time of day. What can you do? It's morning. It's like early in the morning in real life as well right now. I'm actually recording this. I've got up so early to record that it's before I even get ready to go to work. So I'm up, like, ready to record, doing an episode, and then after this, I've got the terrible tragedy of having to go to work, even though I'm probably going to have loads of cool ideas for stuff that I want to build. But yeah, look at this beautiful one. Oh, there's another pretty huge update that I should probably show you guys, right? And it's one, it's a huge update because I've done a lot of work, and two, it's a huge update because Plays has actually finished a project that you guys probably thought I would never finish. Don't look. So here we are in the tailor shop. I've finally started doing all of the interior. I think it looks pretty. I've gone for like quite a funky, colourful vibe in here. Kind of like, I don't know, man. Like no one's gonna know who this is, but Lawrence Llewellyn Bowen. He used to do like a TV show where they do up houses that my mum used to watch as a kid, and he was very I don't know. He had a very obnoxious style. But like that's the kind of bright, vibrant, clashy colours that I've gone for. Clashy, not trashy, guys. Clashy, not trashy. I can't even speak. It's too early in the morning. But yeah, so this is the first floor of the tailor shop. Obviously, this is the little entranceway. Not very much in there, apart from some coat hangers to put on some coats. And then you come up and you have a look around the shop. So floor one, we've got the little bookkeeping. Like I guess this is where the guy records stock and all that good stuff. The little counter here that I made. Nice purple carpets. I guess purpley pink, fuchsia, magenta. I don't know. I've used 2 sets of flag thingies on, basically to make like drapes, I guess. They're not curtains because they don't go over the windows, but like decorative drapes. I think it looks pretty cool. And then of course we've got a few armor stands. So on the bottom floor, this is kind of like, I guess in my mind, like this is where you come to get fitted and stuff and do measurements, and or just like order what you want, like say the kind of stuff that you want. Maybe if you're a returning customer, you just come here and they'll give them your order and they'll start preparing your new stuff. So there's not too much down here in terms of the actual armor itself and the clothes being made at the tailor shop. But then onto the next floor. So floor number 2. And remember guys, the plan with this is each floor is a little bit more upper class, right? So as we get towards the top of the building, that's where like the rich folk go. So imagine like you're in one of these department stores where you sort of work around, and all the really, really expensive shops that we don't go in are like the other end, right? So this is like that. So as you get higher and higher up the building, the stuff's going to get more and more expensive, and it's like, whew, crazy. So yeah, this has gone, I've tried to make this look a little bit more, I guess, like with the red and black, kind of a bit more regal. So the same sort of decoration and stuff that I've done, just slightly different colours and a bit of a pattern of I'm such a failure. Back we go. But yeah, so I've gone for a different pattern on the floor, and I've put in like a little support beam light system instead of the little hanging lights down there. But I feel like this looks pretty cozy, pretty cool, and obviously there's a little bit more armor up here. So this one's where you come to get like your iron and leather, iron and leather armor, that kind of stuff. Pretty basic. I put a little carpet on top of the crafting table because I think it just looks adorable. Isn't that cute? It's brilliant. But I guess like these tables, you know, when people are doing cutting and stitching and measuring and all that kind of stuff, they want like little padded tables so they can work on. But yeah, that's the idea. And also, of course, we've got a little fitting room. So in here, and the windows are here, which is great because, I mean, you probably don't want windows when you're getting naked in the fitting room, but it's fine. Nobody cares. But yeah, so this is basically just a little changing room. That's the idea for this. So we've got changing room and some little stands and stuff of armor to try on. Have a little browse around. And then, how do we get to the next floor? Here we go. The next floor. So this is I think this is the final floor. Yeah, this is the rich dog floor. So if you're up here, you're a big dog. You've made it. You know, you're successful. So I've tried to go for a little bit less like clashy colours, a little bit less obnoxious, a bit more toned down. So this kind of looks a little bit more elegant, more simple. You know, so that's a little bit. It feels a bit more luxurious. You know, I guess like having all the carpets on the floor and walls and stuff kind of is a little tacky, right? But up here, none of that up here, guys. This is the elegant room, just a nice red sheepskin wall, lambskin wall, whichever one's expensive, I don't know. Rug on the floor, and of course we've got the diamond and gold armor on all of our armor stands, and I will probably steal this armor to actually wear in the game because I don't feel like doing another huge session of mining to get more diamonds. But I have got my fortune 3 pick, so it's actually pretty easy for me now to churn out a hell of a lot of diamonds, which is fantastic. Fortune, have I got fortune? Yeah, I think it's fortune 3, or it might be fortune 2. No, it's fortune 3. It's definitely fortune 3. So yeah, and I couldn't afford to do like all diamonds, so of course. I've gone with some gold as well. Gold's still like, okay, in the game, in Minecraft, gold is absolutely terrible. It's worse than iron, right? It's the worst armor ever. But in, like, real life, diamonds and gold are, like, the bling-bling rich stuff. So, diamond and gold up here. Yeah, I feel like that's pretty cool. And I put some paintings in here as well. Like, the whole point was, like, the other rooms are kind of... They actually turned out looking kind of cool. I do quite like them. But they're meant to look a little bit loud, a little bit noisy, a little bit... Probably a little bit over the top when it comes to, like, colour clashes and all that kind of stuff. This one's meant to be a bit more toned down and luxurious, and that's not it. So that's the final floor for customers. Okay, so no other customers are going to be coming up here, but there is a little treat up there for me and you. So this is the attic in the building. Okay, the attic, and what we've got in here is, of course, your typical attic full of all the junk and old props and old stock from the shop that's not been sold or used, or like broken armor stands that they've had to put away, maybe a bit of damaged leather, cobwebs everywhere, and some old books. And my idea with the books is like that's kind of all the shop records of stuff. They keep a record, right, of all the accounts they've got open, all the tabs, all the rich people's accounts and stuff. They keep that all in books. So it's all up here, and it's all like overgrown with overgrown. Why do I keep saying that word? Overgrown with cobwebs and stuff. But I thought that was like a really nice little touch. And obviously we've got some shelves and stuff in here, pretty basic stuff. But I mean, it's turned out looking pretty cool, right, with the cobwebs and stuff. I like it, man. I like it. It's good. It's cool. It's got a nice feel to it. Let's get down here. Get down here. And shut that up, because, of course, the last thing we want is our rich customers going up into the nasty cobwebby attic. So that's off limits. So yeah, that's a project that is finally finished. I kind of like, I've been saying I'm going to do that at some point, and I've get in the hole. I've finally done it. So get off my back. There we go. Project success. And as we can, the only thing I'd probably change if I did this building again is I'd change it so that I could probably have stairs. Having the ladders is a little bit like not ideal. I'd rather have nice stairs going up to each of the floors, but these rooms are just way too small to do it. So ladders is fine. It's not a problem. It's still pretty cool. And the rooms look, I mean, I'm still quite happy with how it's all turned out, right? And I really like the little theme of it getting more expensive as you go up. Brilliant. Brilliant. Maybe I should put a little rug on the floor for when you come in. It wouldn't fit. It would have to be like 1 square. Nah, forget it. Oh, my alarm's... That's my alarm going off telling me to wake up. Because I will have to start getting ready for work soon. Isn't that crazy? I'm so ahead of the curve today. Okay, and I've done... That's right, there's more, guys. There's more. We have achieved so much... I was going to say success, but I guess that's not really the word, right? We've achieved so much blocking. And here we go. So I've built another house down in the little... what would I call it? This quadrant of Ravine Town City, right? So we've got a couple of houses down here now, and I think I got it with me. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Just need to add the door, and then we'll do the decoration and stuff for this in another episode, I think, yeah. I've tried to make this one slightly different to the others, so of course, straight away it's a little bit bigger than these other little houses. Design-wise, as you can see, I've gone for much more of a lot more like log supports framework in there. It looks a little bit more medievally, and it looks pretty cool. I quite like how it's turned out. Of course, we need to do details and stuff, so it needs windows, it needs to swap out a few blocks. I might play around with the roof. I might do something a little bit different with the roof. I'm not sure. If not, then we'll probably just put a chimney on, and that might be it. Who knows? But yeah, so it needs windows, and of course, we need to do the inside. Oh, and also, that was the other thing that I decided I think I'm going to do with this one. I'm going to try out... I just want to see how this pattern looks with the floor. I've got no idea if it's going to look good or not. What a jip. That is not what I was meant to place there at all. Not even close. Not even close. God damn it. Get out of here. Boom. Right, let's place this. There we go. Good. Brilliant. Tasty. Tasty? That is not the word I want. Don't eat concrete, guys. Bad idea. There. And you will be my block. That'll do. That gives us an idea. Do we like this as a floor? Kind of like it. I mean, it needs a rug. Definitely needs a rug, like when the whole thing's done. Just this will look a little bit too much. With a nice rug in the middle, I think this could look okay. And obviously we need to put some stuff, some interior, because it's just a shell of a building at the moment. And we need to make a house a home. Alright guys, so I think that's all the progress we've made on stuff off camera since you guys saw in the last episode. Planted loads of trees as well, but they're not staying there just so I can get loads more wood, because I've been grinding through resources at the moment. And what else have we got? Okay, yes, so that brings me on to the final thing I want to do before we think about what we might decide to do next. And I've saved the best / most horrendous until worst. So, as you guys probably remember in the last episode, some weird shenanigans was going on when I was trying to build this little ancient temple, which, by the way, looks adorable. Look at it. Isn't that lovely? Lovely. So the ancient little ruined temple, well, not temple, but like ruined building, little bit of a castle that's kind of fallen down. All built lovely, all looked great. I was having a real problem with silverfish, right? You guys remember that? Damn silverfish, everywhere I placed a block, every time I broke the block, silverfish trying to kill me. Now, I thought, because this is where the chunk error was, something had gone wrong in this, like, chunk of the game, and it was just making silverfish no matter what. It was really frustrating, I had no idea what was going on, and I kept thinking I was going to die. Well, it turns out, some miscreant of a girlfriend that I have in real life, it was in my chest, and because I'd found out how to go into a LAN world to do the chunk errors, to go into creative mode, so she had switched into that, and she'd swapped out a load of my resources. So here you can see, like, I've got rid of them out. I've had to throw them all away. I don't even know where else I might have used them, so it's going to be terrifying in the future. But she swapped a load of my stone blocks, I think, for monster egg stone blocks. I think they're called, something like that. But basically you can get them in creative. So she popped in a few stacks of those and put them in here. And of course, me being like, I don't even know you can get them. So me being an idiot, I was just like, yeah, placing the blocks. And of course, every one of those blocks actually had silverfish in them. So whenever I broke one open, silverfish came running out to kill me. So yeah, we got pranked by my own girlfriend on my own episode. What can you do, guys? What can you do? But also, how did none of you guys like help me out on this either? I had no idea what was going on. I was so confused. I didn't even realize that it was the blocks I was placing, man. Where's the bed? Let's get to a bed. Bedtime in Ravine City. Wait, where's the bed? Where's the beds? I need a bed. Yeah, there we go. Rest our heads and go to bed. I don't even know. That's not even the song, is it? There's a song that sounds like something along those lines. Who knows, man? It's so much nicer in the day. Look at, let's watch the sunrise. I'm kidding, it takes too long. I should have just left it there for the entire time to watch the sun come up. But yeah, so everything's looking pretty lovely at the moment in terms of what we've got built so far. The Minecraft gods have been cruel and my game has crashed due to a Java SE binary issue. God damn. But I think what I was trying to say there is the general gist of it is to build around in circles and slowly develop the town outwards as we go. So, next on the list of things that we need to do is start adding some buildings to this side of the world. Because at the moment, we've got loads of lovely stuff over here and then absolutely nothing here. So we're going to, I think something that definitely needs to go here that we talked about before was a tavern, right? So I'm going to mark this spot with a big old T for turtles. No, for tavern, I'm kidding. So I'm going to put a tavern somewhere down in the corner. Tavern feels like it should be down in the corner, you know, like a dark, dingy pub. That's where it's going to be, somewhere over here. Don't know how it's going to look yet, but that's the spot. T marks the spot, baby. So that's where that's going to be. The other thing we need to start doing is putting in some houses around here. So we've got a decision to make. Do we want to do the same sort of houses as we have done over here? Or do we want to do some different kind of houses? And I'm quite liking, let me tell you. Let me tell you. So you might notice I've got a load of bone meal. And that's because... Where's my crafting bench, man? Here it is. Here it is. And the reason I've got loads of bone meal is because I haven't actually tried it yet, but I'm fairly set now on the idea of trying to incorporate some bone blocks into some buildings. It's a totally different block to anything I've ever used. But loads of these like medieval fantasy style houses were like typically had like white fronts and stuff. So they'd be like white walls but with like beams going up them. And I feel like wall blocks and stuff in the past I've used them on the tailor shop. They look okay, it looks pretty good, but it doesn't quite have that like rusticy feel to it, right? But these blocks are great for that kind of thing because they look, wow, I'm going to need a lot of bones. But they look kind of like dirty, right? Let's just go and place one down so I can show you what I mean. So you can see what I mean, man. Let's go here. Yeah, like they've got, I don't know what it is, but they've got this kind of like off-white dirty color and it looks quite smooth, right? I think that's the wall looks okay, right? But it's got the wall patterny material thing into it, so it's not like the best, okay? It still has the feel, but I feel like this is going to be much better. So we can start building some little white houses that have like wooden beam supports and nice little wooden roofs. And I might even try and do something a little bit more adventurous with the roofs on it. Maybe like one of those curved roofs that, how do I explain it? How do I explain this without drawing a picture for you guys? You know the like the medieval style roofs that kind of like curve and go like up quite high and then maybe have like a little lantern hanging off the front, something like that. I feel like I could do that, maybe. So who knows, maybe we'll give that a try in the next episode. We'll come back and we'll build a new style of medieval house. Anyway guys, I really hope you're enjoying the series. I mean, Ravine City is coming along super nice at the moment. It's going to be a lovely little town when it's all done. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it. Let me know in the comments below, and as always, leave a like, comment, share, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will catch you in the next one. Take care guys, and peace.